What's up guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you my trip to Medellin in Colombia, where I stayed, what I ate, what I did. It's just going to be a little blog and a bit of advice to anyone who wants to go to Colombia, Medellin in particular. Look at this hotel. It's called the Diaz Hotel, right in the center of the action. Floor to ceiling windows so everybody can see you and all your glory. Medellin is a tropical city. It feels like it was built in a rainforest like the Ewok village in Star Wars. And if you go during May, make sure to pack an umbrella because you're gonna get wet. Now we're gonna take a cable car all the way up the mountain and over the slums. These slums used to be super dangerous, with 2.5 million people living here, and we're gonna cruise over them with this cable car. I think the people over here govern themselves. I don't think they have a proper sewage system. I feel like I gotta make some kind of Pitbull song when I'm going up the mountains. Mr. 305! Yeah, I mean, he's Cuban, but, you know, it's still Latin America, you know. Anyway, today we're gonna go to RV Park. It's this park above the mountains called RV, but it was raining, so I went straight. Look over here, it's a crazy dog. Anyway, on the way back, I wanted to look around the slums just to absorb the atmosphere. I don't know what happened that day, but I think I drank way too much water because I had to keep going to the toilets. You can pay a shopkeeper a little bit of money and they let you use their toilets. Oh, there's a soccer field over there. Back in Poblado, there's a party. Now I forgot what day this was, but there's a party every night. A lot of American tourists, and some of them are sex tourists. Not all of them, but some of them. I saw this old American guy texting with a girl saved as chick on his phone, so I just knew he's a sex tourist. Now we go to a place called Comuna 13. Now this place was crazy back in the day. I'm talking about the 80s and 90s, around the time when The Simpsons started. Now I'm sure they weren't watching The Simpsons because they had like crime to worry about. On the outside, it looks like a normal slum, but back in the day, there were a lot of guerrillas fighting here. And I don't mean the monkey kind of guerrillas, I mean like guerrilla warfare kind of guerrillas. It was dangerous all the way up until 2002 before the government cleaned it up and made Comuna 13 great again. Today, it's a vibrant place with a lot of graffiti inspired by the violence and history of the place. You can take a graffiti tour with many of the guides waiting outside the metro. In Medellin, you'll notice a lot of street entertainers, everybody trying to do something crazy to make some money. It's like Colombia's Got Talent and you get to be Simon Cowell whenever you want. I saw a guy who kept dropping his knives when juggling, but check this guy out. And while you're here, you may as well pick up a muchacha and learn how to salsa dance, like this guy. Now we go to a place called Guatapé. I always thought this place was called Water Bay. There's a big rock where you can go to the top and you can see a lot of water in a bay, but it's called Guatapé. Now here's that big rock and there's a staircase to access the top. There are around 700 steps total with no elevator or cable car, so you better get your cardio up. I was impressed to see there were quite a few fat people at the top. So here's that Water Bay. Now down the road from the rock, you get to see the town of Guatapé. It felt like Trinidad in Cuba. Now if you haven't been to Trinidad, it feels like a colonial Spanish town with cobblestone roads and colorful homes. Oh, and Pablo Escobar had one of his haciendas here. On my last day of Colombia, I did a Pablo Escobar tour. Now, I'm a little disappointed with this one because it was quite expensive, like $180, and I didn't feel like there was much to see. We went to a church that he went to and like a soccer pitch where he bought the lights for. I mean, that's not that interesting. I was hoping we'd be going to the slums and talking to some people or going to some safe houses. But overall, I had a really good time in Medellin and I highly recommend anyone to come here. So if you like this video, thanks for watching, subscribe to the channel, give it a like, show it to your mom, and I'll see you all next time.